Hello, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're well. This is your full moon in Libra message. Libra is the house of marriage, relationships, partnerships, contracts. So this could be in regards to a professional, platonic, or romantic connection that you have. I did the reading this time around a little bit differently. Your card here from the Urban Crow Oracle deck is Ghosts, and it's card number 20. So we'll see what this message is all about for you. But this time around, I grabbed these cute little drawstring bags and these iron-on pouches, and all 12 zodiac signs received one. I put them all out in the energy of that full moon in Libra that we had so they could soak up the energy. So let's see what we have for you, and then we'll try to get this or put this message together. We have partner, truth, fast, and spying. Every bag, by the way, had a glass stone evil eye pendant as well as a piece of selenite here to protect you and your message. So partner, truth, fast, spying. The letters, maybe your initials, this other person's initials, they could spell out a word. They don't make or break the reading, so just take them how they resonate to you. T, like Tom, W, I, D, Y, H, N, S, Y, E, A. Again, T, W, I, D, Y, H, N, S, Y, E, A. Your words here: purification, intention, commitment, and purpose. Your cards: make your own choices, move in a new direction. The solution is not far away. Make your own choices. The solution is not far away. Move in a new direction. Then you have your stone here is hope, and you have a translucent heart. We have a starfish, a teapot or tea kettle. We have a flower, a bird. So there's some news here. A flower, a butterfly, a smiley emoji. We have scissors. Perhaps something needs to be cut out. You have a key. You have a diamond, like an actual stone diamond. We have another butterfly. Did we have two butterflies? Yes, we do. We have two butterflies. And we have a Christmas tree, which, I mean, maybe you celebrate Christmas, maybe you don't, but there's something here about winter season, whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. So let's see where we go with this. I'm going to read to you the message of this card, then we'll get you a Moonology card, and we'll dive into tarot. Ghosts, card number 20. Oh, and by the way, it's a collective general reading. Take the messages how they fit. Leave the ones that don't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's someone else's. And check out your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. You can take the parts from each of those that pertain to your current situation, and therefore you could craft your own unique message from it. And if you don't know what those placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Shadows of the past. Let them visit, but don't let them stay. They no longer hold substance in your world, and if they linger too long, they may become trapped in your psyche. Have you ever found yourself having an argument with someone who wasn't even in the room? The argument plays out in your head. The situation that brought about the feelings and emotions that led to the internal disagreement is a ghost. Like a ghost repeating the pattern of walking through a room as it has done each night since its human form passed, it is stuck in a moment in time. There is nothing that can be said or done that will change what has occurred. Ghosts ask that you examine your feelings regarding a past event. Are you able to find acceptance and move forward into healing? Are you unable to forgive or seek forgiveness, allowing old wounds of the past to remain open? Pay attention to when ghosts appear. They may indicate the source of a block, and it may be time for an exorcism. Not an actual exorcism. So there's something here that took place between you and another person, and you sort of played on repeat, kind of 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords energy here is what I'm getting. It's like, I wish I could have done this differently. Or when they did or said this, I wish I would have said this or that. It's like you're arguing with something from the past, you know, and this is the, I should have never taken that job, or I should have never believed them. Again, there's something here that you keep revisiting. Let's get a Moonology card here for you. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for their full moon and Libra message. What is the Moonology card here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. And at the bottom of the deck, we have conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So whatever this ghost is, whether it requires forgiveness or not, or you've just been going back and forth in your head about this, trying to make sense of it, or there's some regret here, like I should have done this, or I wish I would have done this. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. The only card in tarot that depicts an eclipse is the Eight of Cups. So whatever or whomever this is appears to be exiting your life. So I don't think that you will be haunted by this for much longer. The what, you know, could have been, should have been, all of that stuff. And maybe for some of you, it's an actual person. Let's see where we go with this. For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, let's clarify card number 20, Ghosts, Balance, Spirituality, and Practicality. They fell face up, so we're going to take them. Nine of Cups, Four of Swords, Two of Cups, the Sun, the Two of Swords, and the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands, Ten of Wands, King of Wands. There's that Five of Swords, that ghost from the past. Bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Cups. Let's see where we go with this message. Nine of Cups. Tell me more about this partnership, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Nine of Cups is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Magician. Bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Okay. So there were some words here exchanged between you and another individual. A friend, a family member, a boss, a colleague, a vendor, a lover, your spouse. I don't know who this person is to you, this Two of Cups, this partnership. But something here was exchanged. Now, there's happiness here. You're happy with this partner, or at least you were, up until the point that this happened. So something transpired here, some type of communication that you found to be, I don't know, it's not sitting well here with you. The Devil, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, the World card. So whatever transpired here between you and this person took what was originally this happy connection, and you started manifesting here. At least that's the energy I'm getting. Okay, we've had this argument, we've had this disagreement, but I can still make this work. However, whatever transpired between you and them became a ghost for you. It's like you couldn't fully forget what transpired between you and this person. Even though you were trying to manifest, I can make this work. So, example, you and your boss have a disagreement. Something doesn't sit right with you. Something that they said just doesn't sit right with you. But you're like, you know what? I really like what I do. I have a disagreement with this person. I'm going to try manifesting a new outcome here at work, right? I don't want to leave it at the core. Nine of Cups. I am happy working here. But something never sat well with you here. Something didn't sit well with you. Something that they said. Tell me about the Sun. Tell me about the Sun. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Sun is clarified by the Six of Cups. So it's a strong partnership connection that you have here. The Eight of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. So even though you tried to heal the connection with whoever this person is, there was still something here within you. Again, that Eight of Swords going on repeat there in the Seven of Pentacles. Something didn't sit well with you. Something they said, something they did, some kind of disagreement or off-the-cuff comment. Even though you tried to, I don't know, you tried to save this, or you tried to, you know, I don't know. Something occurred here with this partnership. And I feel like despite your best effort to move on from it, you never saw them the same again. Four of Swords. Tell me about the Four of Swords. Tell me about the Four of Swords here. And if I'm seeing the Four of Swords, there was a Three of Swords. And Three of Swords is sliding scale for me. So you were heartbroken, disappointed, let down. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four Swords, clarified by the Death card, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups. So it's possible for some of you, this person apologized for what transpired here between you and them, but you never fully got over it. It definitely transformed you and transformed the way you looked at this person, or you looked at this connection with this person. Two of Swords, which is the Moon in Libra. And actually, this individual has a tattoo on their forearm of the Scales of Justice of Libra. So something was just never quite right here in the connection after this transpired. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Tell me about the Two of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Whatever took place here transformed this connection or cast some kind of a dark shadow over it. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Two of Swords again, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. Yeah, you felt very wounded. The more you thought about it, the worse it became for you. So, again, going back to the work thing, you're like, okay, I had a disagreement with my boss. However, I like what I do, and I'm going to try to look past this. And even though you kept that forward momentum, you still went to work every day, and you engaged with this person, you know, with this boss, at the heart of it, you were still like, I still don't know if I want to continue working for this person, because the more I think about what they said or what they did, it's really bothering me. I don't know if I want to work for someone who says these things or believes these things. There's also part of you that's like, I should have said something back then, right? Because this is playing like a ghost. It's like, I should have addressed this differently, or I should have called this out. I should have said something. Tell me more about this partnership here. Tell me more about the partnership. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Swords. Hermit. And the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, the World. You're giving a lot of contemplation to now moving on from this person. Leaving this job. Exiting this familial connection. Not talking to this person, you know, this friend anymore. Breaking up with this love partner. I mean, you're giving serious contemplation to this, because something they said or did, something that transpired back here, despite your best effort to move forward, you can't get over it. You can't get over it. You can't get past it. And you're contemplating moving in a new direction. And this is a choice you have to make. Eight of Wands. I think the solution is not far away. Conclusions are within reach. Eight of Wands. Tell me about the Eight of Wands here for Aquarius. Tell me about the Eight of Wands here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Eight of Wands, clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman. You're discovering something. Something is coming in fast for you. You're discovering something here. What is Aquarius discovering here? You're discovering something here that will lead you to making a decision about whether or not you want to stay or go. Conclusions are within reach. What is Aquarius discovering here? What are they discovering here? One more shuffle. Thank you. What are you discovering here? Justice, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Bottom of deck, Nine of Cups. This was a little bit more than just an argument. There was deception here at play. And this is being revealed to you. I'm going to try to get you timing on this. But there's something here. Nine of Cups, Six of Wands, the Lovers, the Ace of Pentacles. You're discovering that that Five of Wands that you overlooked, or you tried to overlook, there was something more there. There's a truth there that is hidden. And you're finding out the truth. Can we get timing here? Not every card in tarot's timing, so let's see what we get. When will Aquarius be finding this out? Conclusions are within reach. One more shuffle here. Thank you. When are you finding this out? Nine of Cups. That's not really a timing card for me, because that would be like September. That's a long way off. So let's get timing. Let me put this back here for you. However, nines are very singular in energy. And you started out here in the Nine of Cups. So it's you who's finding this out. If I look at that Nine of Cups and you started off in the Nine of Cups, you're finding this out. Can I have timing? When does Aquarius find out the truth? This month. So in the month of April. We only have a couple of weeks. The bottom of the deck says in the coming months, but this month. So yeah, this is coming in fast. There's some truth here that's exposed to you that makes you realize whatever little backhanded comment they made or their argument, there was another reason for it. There's another reason why this was happening. All right, let's see if we can figure what that is for you. There was a purpose. Like they said or did that because something else was happening that they were concealing from you. Okay. Yeah, and this is you. I don't know if I should cut this out or not. I don't know if I can cut this out or not. I'm trying to make this work. Yeah, there's some news here with that bird. Some communication here. And some tea. Ever hear that saying like spilling the tea? There's something here. Some truth is about to be told. What is this person keeping from Aquarius, or what have they been doing? Can you clarify these Seven of Swords? Clarify these Seven of Swords, please. One more shuffle. Thank you. I think you were hoping it would get better or that you could overlook it. What are they keeping from you? Eight of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Page of Swords. There's that communication. Bottom of deck, Ace of Pentacles. What is this person keeping from you? They were going to move on from you. So you're at work using the work, you know, the work analogy again. You're at work. Your boss makes this off comment about outsourcing your job or eliminating your position. And you're like, wow, that didn't really come across as a joke. That kind of didn't sit well with me. And it plays over in your mind. But you go to work and everything seems fine, right? You're still employed. They haven't fired you yet. But you can't get past what they said. And you're like, since they said that they might eliminate my position or outsource it, and I disagree with that, and that Five of Wands, I don't want them to eliminate my job or something like that. You're like, I'm just going to manifest that I get to keep my job, and I'm going to go in every day, and I'm going to try to make this work. But something here is like something does not sit right with me, and maybe I should go look for another job before this actually happens. I don't know. Here's the feeling. And then you got the Two of Swords to the Two of Swords. So there's a feeling here, but I really like my job and I like my boss. I don't want to think that they would do that. And the way they would tell me is with this, like, I don't know, this comment here. I don't think that's the way they would expose it to me. And so here you are deciding, you know what? Maybe I should start looking for another job. Well, within the next couple of weeks, there's communication or information. It's factual. Either this person says it or you find out some other way, but it's the truth with that Justice card. And you find out they were going to let you go. They were going to eliminate your position or fire you. If this is a romantic partner and something transpired back here that it didn't feel good and you're like, why would they have done that? Why would they have said that? And you still try to make it work. You still try to manifest this connection, even though you're like, well, maybe I should move on from it. But I do love this person. I want to make this work. Some kind of truth is revealed here that this person was planning to leave you anyway. They weren't happy in the connection either way. Eight of Cups to the Hanged Man to the Page of Swords. They were just delaying telling you that they were moving on from you. So whoever this other entity is, you're going to find out that they no longer want to engage in the connection with you. That was their intention, is to move on from you. Their intention is to move on. Tell me what that spying card is all about. Let's get 3 cards on spying. This may have all started during the winter season. And for others of you, could be playing, like if you're I'm taking this as something here transpired in your last winter season, whether you're in the northern or southern hemisphere. That may have been when you first got that first glimpse with the Five of Wands that something just isn't right here. Spying. Tell me about spying. One more shuffle. Thank you. Spying is clarified by Five of Swords, King of Wands, and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. So if this is your message, whenever this first incident happened for you, and I feel like for most of you, it was last winter season, whatever last winter season was for you, you went into observation mode with this person. Whatever they said here cut you enough or troubled you enough that you decided to monitor them. You decided to pay attention more to their words, pay attention more to their actions, pay attention to how disagreeable they were becoming. Like they went from the Five of Wands to the Five of Swords. And I feel like you were just collecting data, collecting information. Why is this person suddenly behaving this way? There must be something more here. Yes, what was more here was they were not happy with you. They were not happy with you. I hate to be the tarot reader who tells you that. But this person wanted out or wants out of this connection for whatever reason. They might be right, they might be wrong. I'm not taking sides here. I'm just telling you what's here. This person wants out of this commitment or out of this contract with you. So not only have you transformed your opinion of I can make it work, maybe I should leave. When the truth comes out, the truth is going to transform this connection as well. I think you planted some seeds here. I think you hoped that this was going to work. I don't think it's going to work. I have to be honest with you as an Aquarius rising. The key here is going to be the truth. And the truth here is this person was planning to move on anyway. Or they didn't want to work with you anymore. Something like that here is at play. Tell me about purification and purpose. Actually, what was the purpose? What was the purpose of them keeping this from you? One more shuffle. Thank you. Why were they keeping this from you? Three of Wands, they were moving forward. That's the Sun in Aries. Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Bottom of that, Ten of Swords. Because they found someone else. This person was moving on from you because they found another candidate for your position. They feel like they could collaborate better with someone else at work or in a community organization. This person decided to move forward with another romantic partner. They decided to invest pentacle resources and to nurture another connection. That's why they've been behaving this way with you. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords, the Sun, and the Four of Cups. I'm so sorry to give you this reading. There's no other way for me to read this. Purification. Tell me about purification here. Tell me about purification here. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Emperor. We have the Sun. And we have the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Pentacles. You may not realize it right now, but this person was holding you back. And I know you were thinking of leaving and you stayed longer than you should have. And I've been there firsthand. I know what that's like. But this person was actually holding you back from a better connection, a better job, happiness. It's like, this is like, you'll end up being a phoenix rising from the ashes after this one. And you may not realize it right now, or you may not believe that right now. But this ending, this is the best thing that could have happened to you. Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. You would have never achieved this with this person. You would have never achieved the promotion or the raises or the accolades or even the type of relationship or connection that you wanted. So I have a very specific group of you here where you've done your best to make a relationship work that was on its way out for a long time. The reason why this person was so disagreeable, the reason why they pushed back, the reason why there was a lack of commitment, the reason why they didn't invest in you the way you invested in them, the reason why you didn't get the raise is because they didn't want to connect with you anymore. because they found someone else or another group of people or another employee or something like that, that they chose to move forward with. But it's actually a blessing in disguise for you, because you end up better off. You end up at a better job, in a better connection, in a better relationship, in a better partnership. Let's get you some advice here. So I would expect by the end of this month, some type of conversation to take place between you and this person where some truth is exposed. And the truth here is that they were moving in another direction. They were moving in a new direction, and now you get to make a choice to move in another direction as well. The direction you originally wanted to go in, but you stopped yourself because you thought that you could fix this. I want to get you some advice for those of you where this is in terms of your career or community group or political group or anything like that, religious organization. 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. And there's nothing you could have done differently. Like, I think you're going to have to let this one go. You can't allow it to, to replay on repeat in your mind. There's nothing you were going to do because this person chose to move in another direction. 3 of Swords. These 2 cards fell out, but I'm not going to take them. They're face down. 3 of Swords, the Star, and the Empress. I told you, bottom of that, Queen of Wands, you will end up finding a better job or community group or organization or something like that to be part of. Take time to heal your heart, but there's a better job here waiting for you. For some of you, it's in Taurus season. We're only a couple of weeks away from Taurus season. So even if you find out the truth here that they were going to let you go or, outsource your job or something like that, eliminate your position, you have an even better job coming in Taurus season. Yeah, and I think in that respect, it would be painful for you because you thought you could make this work. You really did. I want to get you 3 cards of advice if this is with a friend or family, member where, again, there's this arguments and bickering and you're like, I don't understand where this is coming from. And you kind of went back and forth. I don't know if I should just not talk to this person ever again, but I value them. I love them. It's a family member. It's a very close friend. I think what you're going to find out here is they've had issues here with you as well. They didn't want to stay connected to you either. Let's get you 3 cards of advice if this is a friend or a family member. So I think right now you need to balance regardless of what plays out here, balance your spirituality and your practicality. There's something here about staying centered. One more shuffle here. Thank you. If it's a friend or a family member, 7 of Swords. There's that Queen of Pentacles. Again, 2 cards came out. 10 of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Yeah. So they were betraying you, or they no longer wanted to be in connection with you, or they were lying to you. This is like, I keep asking this friend to hang out, and they always have a different excuse or reason why they can't hang out with me. It's because they're hanging out with someone else, and maybe that person doesn't like you. There's something like that here at play, Aquarius. This person is hanging out or getting involved or deepening a connection with another friend or another family member, and they're excluding you. For those of you where this is a lover, for my Aquarians where this is a lover, advice if this is a lover. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. This person is moving in another direction, and they have been for quite some time. The Chariot, the 2 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords, and then I've got the 3 of Cups here. So this person is moving in a direction, maybe since Virgo season or with a Virgo. They're moving in another direction that they feel would make them happy or happier. So your person here, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 5 of Swords. There's that deceit, competition, something like this. They're moving towards another partner. They've been communicating with this person for a while now. So that is what I have for you. I'm just going to get you 3 cards of advice on how you can balance yourself at this time, ground yourself. So Yeah, it looks like there is a connection in your life that is being eclipsed here, but you're now on the path towards something or someone better. I know that doesn't feel great in the moment, but truth be told, you were going to move on from them anyway. I think what stings here is that you're finding out that they were moving in another direction. And that, I think that's something that you didn't see coming. 3 cards of advice here for Aquarius, please. 3 cards of advice here for Aquarius. We have the 9 of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. The 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Cups. There's something really important here about you really focusing on your healing, staying balanced, focusing on yourself, fulfilling your own wishes, comforting yourself, finding gratitude in what you do have. What you have now is the truth about this ending, or about why this had to come to an end. So just have patience with yourself throughout this process. Understand the purpose of why this is ending is because you're being directed towards something or someone better. And that's why this is playing out the way that it is. We have the 3 of Cups, we have the 2 of Wands, and we have the Hierophant. You're now free to move about the cabin, if you will, to find a better job, find a better living situation, collaborate with some new people, find some new friends, find a new tribe. And for some of you, this person was a financial burden. You may not realize it until you're free from them. Yeah, so if this is like a friend, family member, a lover, those arguments and those disputes were actually an energetic drag to you. And once you become free and independent and autonomous of them, what you're going to realize is money starts flowing to you quicker. And that's because you're able to focus more on your financial resources or investments. That is what I have for you, Aquarius, at this time. That is your full moon in Libra message. Conclusions are within reach. This other person has intention to go in their own, on their own way or in their own direction. And that's okay, because truth be told, you've been contemplating doing that too. So it seems to be a bittersweet separation with a connection that was already on its way out because you weren't happy with it. Again, there were too many arguments or disagreements or something that they said didn't sit well with you. But that's what I have for you. Please take time to heal. Be gentle with yourself. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.